there, and then the Vijayawada mayor came and gave me memorandum saying that we don't have salaries for last 3 months. 3 months, no salaries. Then how can you think of development at all? Then how do you have smart city? So people must be made smart. They have to be educated. They have to be consulted. They have to be explained by taxes. Yes, taxes has to be levied, but taxes has to be properly spent. If you spend properly, then people will pay taxes. If you don't spend it properly and transparently, then if you pay taxes, they will not be willing to pay taxes. Gujarat CM, Narendra Bhai, and he was CM Gujarat. I have just told you about electricity theft, how many raids were conducted in Gujarat, massive. People thought Panchayat election, party will go, but resounding victory. Urban areas, encroachments he removed. In all urban areas, all encroachments were, most of them were removed. People thought municipal elections, सफाई हो जाएगा. But he swept the municipal polls also. आपका नियत के बारे में मन में शंका नहीं है तो लोगों को लोग आपके साथ देने के लिए तैयार हों. So in smart cities, if you want to have ring road, if you want wide roads, if you want smart drinking water system, you want to smart electricity, if you want all education facilities and all cities, city cannot survive simply with buildings, with technology alone. City needs a life, education, entertainment, employment, electricity, and economic prosperity. All these things are required for a city. So mere construction of roads, mere construction of these electronic facilities, or mere construction of buildings, high-rise buildings alone will not make a smart city. If I have to say one word, what is smart city? Even after I became minister, I started wondering. And then I came to the conclusion, smart city means making people's life more comfortable. That is the meaning of smart city. Improving quality of life to the people, making life more comfortable. That is smart, according to me. For that, friends, the power sector has got a critical role in the shaping of our dream of smart cities, and the electricity of 24/7, this critical issue of 24/7 power supply in the scheme of things come to. As we are working on this concept, I received suggestions from Singapore, from Australia, from Japan, from different private companies in India, then different organizations. They all came and made presentations. They gave their ideas also. And whatever suggestions they might have given, we have to smarten up the habitat, we have to smarten up transport, we have to smarten up security, we have to smarten up solid waste disposal, then we have to smarten up water supply, we have to take care of sewerage disposal, we have to take care of traffic, we have to take care of health, we have to take care of education, we have to take care of entertainment, we have to take care of delivery of government services, e-governance, then interaction with the government through the net. All these things are required in a smart city. It's not easy. It's not simple as I explained. It's a challenging task. But Narendra Modi is known to take up challenges. So he has set up an agenda before us. To start with this, then the question is, what are the cities? We have taken the states on board. I have called all the state ministers, had a day-long consultation with them, because this urban development planning, funding is by center, monitoring is by state, execution by the urban local bodies, central government, state government, ULBs. All these three should work together. So I'm also planning to have a municipal national level conference of mayors and municipal chairmen. I held a meeting of the ministers at the national level, and I was able to take them on board. Then we'll be discussing about urban renewals and urban reforms in that mayor's conference, including smart cities also. Each state may get 2 or 3 smart cities, because number is fixed as I know 100. Every city must become a smart city. Every village must become a smart village also. PM also started Adarsh Gram Yojana for the rural areas also. That is the ultimate aim. But there is a saying, jitna aata utna roti. Aata chota or roti bada nahi hoga. तो जितना आपके पास रिसोर्सेस है, रेवेन्यू है, उसी हिसाब से आपको आगे जाना पड़ेगा. So we want to create wealth and then focus on this developmental side. And then the smart cities, IT-enabled services is an important factor. I will give you a simple example. Hyderabad city, digitalization of land records or the property details by this thing using IT. The revenue was 765 crores earlier. After this, without enhancing the taxes, the revenue went to 1,035 crores. Simple. And we don't have data of our municipal properties. How many houses are there, how much each one has constructed, how much commercial establishments have come, how much taxes they are paying. So everything should be put now on the website. This has been the mandate now. Latest is that everything should be digitalized and put it in black and white, make it transparent, and then fix accountability for those. Nowadays we see when there is unauthorized construction comes up, they close their eyes and they cooperate also. But at the end of the day, some smart collector or a sub-collector or some commissioner comes and then he ordered demolition of all these buildings. My suggestion to the states was, why are you allowing construction at the first part itself? The building inspector or the area town planner, he should be held responsible if there is some unauthorized construction is coming. That has to be taken care. Even if you create smart cities, what is the guarantee they remain smart? Unless you have a smart leadership, unless you have a smart governance. So that's where the society also plays an important role, but yadha raja tada praja, if the leader, if the municipal chairman, if the mayor, or if the minister, if the prime minister, they are honest, they are sensitive, they are serious, they are straightforward, the system follows. The system follows. So that's why, friends, the idea is this round-the-clock supply of electricity is very critical. This is where the energy sector plays an important role, and you people also has to play an important role. All these services will require smart electricity and efficient electricity distribution which is foolproof and has minimum transmission and distribution losses, and distribution which is able to recover its due payments also. This is again another problem. People do not know how much they are consuming at vast cost. Recently I asked my colleagues in Delhi, all these government buildings, nobody knows how much they are consuming. So Piyush and myself, we sat together and decided to have meters for all the government buildings. You will be surprised to know that there are no meters, because everything is paid by CPWD, my ministry. It's not my money. It's not my money, it's our money. But at the same time, every department should know, and there should be a social audit, how much they are spending. PM, we might have seen, when we were interacting with those boys, kids, on the Teachers' Day, he spoke of small things. Some people started saying, the Prime Minister of India, what is this and all. He asked the student, asked for his advice. He said the simple, when you wake up now, if you find the municipal lights are on, then telephone to the municipal authorities, switch off the light. In your house as well as in your street also. Small things, but small things go a big way. You find when you go out, sometimes 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock also street lights will be on. How much power we are consuming? They should know how much power they are consuming. Water metering, electricity metering, individual metering, sub-metering, all these things with these new technologies. This metering system has to come, and then the accountability has to factor in. Even if you want to give free power, to what extent? How much you are giving? How much people are paying as part of tax? All these things should be in the public domain. So friends, smart city is not a static outcome. It's a continuous process in which increased citizen engagement, hard infrastructure, social capital and digital technologies make cities more livable, resilient and better able to respond to the challenges. So what it means, finally, we should take our existing cities to higher level and at the same time enable them to meet the challenges that keep emerging the rapid urbanization. Every state will have 2 or 3 smart cities to start with. Some of the capitals which are very big, satellite towns are coming. Focus will be on those satellite towns to make them smart and showcase to other people. And the third thing is wherever new capitals are coming, focus on them also. And then if 2 cities are there, there is a possibility of creating a small city in between to take care of both the cities. That also is part of our strategy. But at the same time, we are living in a federal structure and democracy, so each state will have its share. Yesterday there was an article by, I think, Shankar Acharya. Said that why not you make Srinagar to start with as a smart city. If people are willing, I am ready to cooperate. My cooperation depends on their operation. The state must come forward and the city must come forward. As I told you, they must be ready for reforms. All these things are required. So, friends, I don't have to elaborate on the parameters of a smart city. I have seen your brochure of IMA brought out on this occasion. It has captured the dimensions of a smart city quite well. I would like to touch upon some critical issues in this task of gigantic task of building 100 new smart cities. What is more important is smart leadership and smart people. As I told you, I am stressing it time and again. Without that, this is not possible. Now see what is happening. The cities and urban local bodies just do not have necessary human and financial resources to plan and implement urban projects. Substantial issues, urban reforms, change in the mindset of the leadership and also people is the need of the hour. As we talk about electricity, the cost of power generation in our country is rupees 3.78 per unit. But what is being recovered is about 1 rupee or less for each unit. How do we manage this in long term? At the moment, 32% of our country's population is living in urban areas, which is contributing 60% of our GDP. This suggests that substantial quality of electricity is being used in urban areas. With substantial under-recoveries against power supply, how can we sustain additional power generation and supply? This is a question. Similarly, water management in urban areas is in a mess. So there is no proper accounting, auditing and recovery of at least O&M charges. Hence, I say that there is an acute need for smart leadership in urban areas and which can make a break with the past. They need to work with the people and take them along so that urban development can become more sustainable. Friends, relevant issues in the context of development of smart cities are how to ensure 24/7 power supply, how to ensure efficient energy use, what technological innovations are needed to meet the needs of new smart cities. I am of the firm view that we need to really lift ourselves to a new level with regard to efficient energy use so that our dependence on fossil energy substantially reduced. Last week, myself and Piyush, we had a presentation made by the Energy Research Institute, TERI. I was astonished and also Mr. Goyal, and we were told that our country can save about 42,000 megawatts of electricity by 2022 if only necessary measures are taken to conserve energy like proper building designing, use of solar power, etc. But both of us asked TERI and other engineers who are there, including my CPWD and NBCC, about the reality of the situation. They confirmed that contrary to public perception, investments in solar energy, though would add to the initial cost of construction, it can be recovered in a maximum of 3 years. So that being the case, we should focus more and more on that. In this context of empowering smart cities, IMA has suggested some action like modernizing power systems for the smart cities through self-healing designs, automation, remote monitoring, and a complete underground distribution system, indoor and automated substations with indoor transformers, automatic rerouting of the power and shifting of loads, intelligent planning of energy systems, dynamic and demand management, intelligent and weather adaptive street lighting, training of electricians, etc. All these suggestions are really very important and very useful. I will definitely keep them in mind while formulating the final scheme of our smart cities. The suggestions given, the meaningful suggestions given by IMA, they will be kept in mind. They make a lot of sense, so they need to be addressed. I am sure these issues will be taken into consideration. I would have been happy if Piyush is here to hear from you also and understand some of these challenges that are there and the suggestions you are giving. I am told IMA is preparing to have 2 shows in January 2015 on up to 11 kV and intelligent usage of electricity. I would like to see what strength Indian industry has to be able to partner and bring value to 100 smart cities. Smart electricity management is critical for smart city development. It's education, entertainment, employment that drive people to urban areas. Electronics play a crucial role on all these areas. The industry has a crucial role. The fourth E is added, and the fifth E is economic activity. Electricity, economic activity, education, entertainment, employment. All these 5 E's are equally necessary for managing this. United Nations Environment Program, UNEP, has estimated that e-waste generation, including mobile phones, computers, etc., would rise by 500% in our country over the next decade. This is a major challenge to be addressed on priority through necessary interventions. Electricity connection to all sections of society and availability of electricity on need basis 24/7, improved and efficient distribution is our objective. Energy as a resource is unique in many ways. It has to be consumed, and when produced it has to be stored, or else it is waste. So this implies that we look at using non-renewable resources like coal, diesel and nuclear to a minimum or as required, and start integrating non-renewable energies such as wind, solar, hydel into the grid in such a way, even though the non-renewable resources are of non-continuous in nature, by using the availability of energy storing technology, it can play a role in peak demand management. In Europe and in countries like Germany, the solar has become the main source of energy usage in households, and in increase of their energy consumption are managed only through renewable energy sources. India, we are very fortunate. When I went out first time to States, my friends were all saying, today is a happy day. I said, why? Anything? Birthday? They said, it's a sunny day. Sunny day. I did not understand sunny day. I thought some son's birthday or something, sunny day, what is this? They said, sunny day. And I said, what is sunny day? No, it's going to be bright. They were seeing on the screen of the car and saying it's going to be very bright today. So life will be happy. I said, sunny day. In India, 365 days are sunny days. We must take advantage of this. We must take advantage of this. And then we must try to tap in as much solar power as possible, and also wind power to the extent possible. Focus on these renewable energy sources so that this emissions problem also can be taken care. We have compulsions and obligations to reduce carbon emission. To reduce carbon emission, we have been taking several steps, including addition of costly solar power. Per year, carbon emission can be reduced to the tune of 1900 million tons. Carbon neutral or zero carbon leads to renewable sources like wind and solar. Smart electricity means quality power with low emissions of carbon dioxide. We would like you to promote this in your approach also. Friends, we are at a restarting point. The Prime Minister wants to unleash the forces of growth. You are one of the engines of the growth. So it is for you, how do you meet this challenge of imports? Then renewable energy, coming with new technologies, new ideas. You are free to express their views and send it to the government from time to time. I can assure you that our leadership at the center will definitely address these issues and then take forward the ideas of you, and then let us all join together to make a strong India. This is my advice to you. I am very thankful for the IMA for giving me this opportunity. As I told you, I don't have any technical background. I am an ordinary villager who has migrated up to this. I don't have even a political background also, for that matter. Nobody from my family was related to Gandhi or Nehru's. They were all ordinary farmers. Ordinary farmers, because in this country there is another problem in our system. Dynasty in democracy is nasty, but unfortunately tasty to many people in this country. We all, even the Prime Minister has a humble background. All of us, we have worked and we have traveled a long way. And we are ready to take you also along with our travel so that both of us can join together and make this country a strong and stable nation. Thank you very much. Namaskar. Jai Hind.